Hi there, this is Livier from The Artist's Ways, and today I want to talk to you about something that's very dear to me, and that's poetry. And why do I think you should write a poem at least once a week? Poetry is not some casual activity that your English or French or whatever language teacher told you to do. It's a tool to really understand your subconscious mind. It's a way to understand your patterns, what preoccupies you, and how language functions within you. You know, in our day and age, everything that we receive as written word is very concrete. It's quite materialistic and it's delivered straight up in front of you. What poetry brings to this is a way to master language in a quite different manner. It's not about the concreteness of the language anymore, but about what's in between the lines, what we can say through our ideas and through our sensitivity. I always found poetry to be the best tool to spiritualize your material context. Whatever you're doing in your life, your job, your problems, it will help you see them in a completely new manner and have kind of a bird's eye view on the subject. It will also help you find new ways within the language, kind of hone new structures and try new things, and you will see that within casual conversations you will pull things from the written words of your poems in casual discussions, because it will be an even more profound and deeper expression of who you are as a person, as a spirit, as a creator. In our day and age, again, we value very little those things because everything needs to be fast, and publishing houses and people have a very hard time to buy poetry and to read it because it's very peculiar. It's not something we're used to. But if we look in ancient Greece or ancient Rome, the central place that poets played in the public sphere was very important because they were developing the language. They were developing the intricacies of the words and finding new meanings, and therefore finding a lack of words that should be invented, that should be created, that should be made and appropriated. And within the poetry of this great world, you see so many unique words that are very specific to those cultures that it's almost embarrassing, when you look at your own culture, and it's so obvious that you see you don't have that word to describe the mist in the rain that's that has a green halo, for instance. So that's very funny. But that the main point I'm trying to make here is that a poem a week will literally change the way you see your life, and will change the way you visualize what's going on in front of you. So whatever you do, whatever your occupation is, don't forget about language, and don't forget about poetry, and write a poem every week. Take care.